I'm jumping off, is this a needed suicide? I hope my parachute don't let me down. I hope I get to fly. I don't know why I feel like I gotta die to be alive. I don't know why it feel like people are standing still with no desire. I'm on a wire, wobbling back and forth, the balance clown. I won't be happy if I'm not moving forward, then send me down. My vibration for eternity will continue to come around. So I gotta do this right, I gotta live, I gotta.
What's going on, everybody? Lockoutmen back again with another Lockoutmen podcast show for you. Of course, my name is Lockoutmen, and I am your humble host for the evening. I hope you guys is doing all right. If y'all like content like this and more, and this is for my replay gang. You know what I'm saying? When y'all come in and y'all hit that play button and y'all want to sit and chill or just listen and chill or just ride and chill, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. So just make sure you hit that like button. We're on our way to 100 likes. That's what I want. That's the goal. Help me achieve it. Let YouTube know that you guys is fucking with me. Thank you. All right. So subscribe, comment, share, and all that other good stuff that I asked you guys to do. All right. Today we got the lovely, the impeccable, the one and only DollFace Trucker from DollFace Nation.
Wow.
What is up, DollFace? DollFace, as you guys know, is a friend of the show. This is not her first time on the show. She's been on the show several times, you know, to come on and chop it up with me. And she's a very good friend of the show, and I appreciate you coming on. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the L.O.M community for the people that don't know you, and let them know where you come from a little bit.
Well, I am DollFace Trucker, aka Joe John, or Joe, anything, JJ, Joe, whatever. I am a truck driver. I'm an ambassador. I'm a mentor. I am a mother of 4, single mother. I'm single too, you know. And I'm from California, just living in Houston, driving, having fun, preparing for law school, and just getting my life right, getting my life together.
All right. So you mentioned law school in a lot of your videos and a lot of your live feeds on your channel. Guys, make sure you go ahead and check out DollFace Nation on YouTube. A lot of the videos that you make, you talk about being in law school, going through law school. How's that coming?
I'm studying, but I realized the type of schedule that I want to study, I can't really do what I want to do. Like, I want to be able to study 3 to 4 hours a day, but I need a 10-hour break, and that cuts into my 10-hour break. So, and I like to sleep and I like to eat. So, I'm just taking it a little bit slower. Instead of studying 3 to 4 hours a day, I'll probably study 1 to 2 hours a day. So then that's going to push my 9-month schedule out. But I'm gonna try to make it happen.
How long have you been how long you been studying for what we're studying for your law license, lawyer license? What we studying for?
The law school admissions test. That's what I'm studying for. And I've been studying off and on seriously since about January
of this year.
Yeah.
How long you been studying? How long you been studying altogether?
I would dip and dab. Like, I'll go in and probably read something, look at a couple of videos, get familiar with what I need to learn. And I've been doing that probably when I moved to Houston and got off the truck. So when I started driving for US Express. No, probably was before. Oh. I don't remember.
So DollFace, this is also life before trucking. So I know, you did your very first interview with me. I've been following you. I've been following all your social medias, but you made a video one time that caught my eye, and I brought you onto the show. You talked about your experience with Martin, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the video that caught my eye. But before trucking, what you was doing before trucking?
I was in college. I was in college, basically, getting my bachelor's degree in criminal justice.
Okay. What made you get into trucking?
I was dating somebody that was a truck driver. I went on the road with them, and I fell in love with being on the road. And when I graduated, it took me 7 years to graduate. So when I graduated college, I was like not ready to go to law school. I'm not trying to go to school right now. I want to just take a breather. I'm like, what am I going to do? I started Uber for a little bit, and then I decided to drive trucks. And then here I am.
Okay. So you mentioned that you went out with your boo at the time. How that's another good question. How is do a relationship actually work for truck drivers? I mean, does a trucking relationship work? And if so, let me know. And if not, what happened, between you and your trucker boo of the past?
It was an arranged marriage, basically. I wanted to go to the military, and I didn't want to give up custody of my kids. I wanted the benefits of being married in the military. So that's why I got married. It didn't work out because we didn't want to be together.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. So did you get your license through a school, or did you go to a trucking company to obtain your license?
I went through a trucking company. I went through Night Transportation to get my CDL.
All right. That was your very first trucking job. What was your experience with Night?
Night was awesome. I had all the little hiccups that everybody would have, breakdowns and stuff I think I had abnormally more breakdowns than anybody else did. I guess I got the bad truck or whatever. But as far as learning how to drive, it was good. It was good to get that base of what you need to do as a truck driver and how you need to manage your clock and drive and run loads. It's a good training company. And then I became a trainer, and that was good. And they were really supportive of my YouTube channel. That's where I got my start with YouTube and my following. And it was good for that. And then it was a really good company. Like, they had my back. Like, if I needed something, they were there, and they made sure they took care of me as a driver. And I was very vulnerable at that time. I was in a bad situation. So they made sure they caught me when I fell. And I'm still loyal to them. Like, I still refer drivers to them. Like, if you want to get your CDL, the best school to go to, Night CDL school.
Okay. That's what's up. So you pretty much had a good time with Night. Why did you leave?
I left because my understanding of what I thought was happening was, I thought that the trainers were getting all the miles and the drivers were getting all the stuff. Huh?
Which they were. I mean, when you became a trainer, wasn't you getting all of the training miles?
You have to get a lot of miles, right? So you can teach the student how to run and manage your clock and go through certain things. So as a trainer, you're getting miles like 1,800, 2,100 miles like per load, right? So, but then
they was giving you the miles and everything, and I'm sure they was giving you the accolades, the extra money, the upgrade money, and all like that. Why did you leave?
My check was going up and down. It wasn't something that I could look forward to and know I'm gonna make at least this much this week. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna have a $200 check, a $400 check, a $1,000 check. I didn't know. And what was offered to me from another company sounds better than what Night was giving me. And I told Night, I said, look, if you can offer me what they're offering me, Martin, then I'll stay at Night. If you can do what Martin is offering me, I will stay here because I don't want to leave.
And they couldn't say nope.
Nope.
You know, mega carriers is not going to match other mega carriers' money. They pretty much like, look, if they offering you more money, all right, bye.
I know mega carrier. Well, they're not necessarily mega carrier. I know a semi mega carrier that does, though. We'll get to that later.
All right. So how long have you been driving altogether?
3 years, a little bit over 3 years. I got my CDL, I want to say in February. Wait, no. I graduated in December, started CDL school February, got on the truck in May. So, and that was 2018. So about 3 years, yeah.
All right. So within 3 years, how many trucking companies before you got with Variant? Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Variant or Variant?
Variant.
Variant.
It was. So, everybody says Variant. You know, Variant.
Yeah, Variant. Yes. So how many trucking companies you drove for before you got on with them?
4.
All together?
Yeah.
That's not bad for a 3-year stint.
Yeah. It was night. It was night transportation, then Martin, then USA Truck, and then US Express.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Well, you say 4, so 5 because you went from US Express to Variant.
Oh, yeah, you said, but before I came to Variant.
Oh, gotcha. I got you. But still, though, that is not bad. That is not bad. 4 companies, 3 years.
Trucking is not my end game, right? I actually desire to do something outside of trucking, and I'm looking at my resume. I gotta account for these 3 years of my life, and I don't want to have 1,000 different companies on my resume for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I need my resume to still look good at the end of the day. I'm looking at the end game, not right now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we already know what happened to her at Martin. If you guys want to know, all you got to do is go into the archives and see our first interview where we talked about her stint at Martin. But the last time we was on, I think you was on your way to US Express, if I'm not mistaken. The last time we was on, I think it was last year or some shit like that.
Last time we was on, I was at home, right?
Yeah. Well, you was no last time. Like I know. Well, you was at home, but then beforehand, you was on your way when we did that 5-hour live feed. Yeah, that was
live shit.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did that epic live 5-hour live feed.
I was on the bus and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was leaving US Express orientation, going home.
And you was on your way back home. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. All right. So you got with US Express.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a day cab that you was driving because you was doing the Walmart account, right?
Yeah, I was doing day cab Walmart account
out of New Caney.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got some fondest memories of New Caney, but I don't think you have any fondest. Well, what was your experience with New Caney Walmart? There was a few videos that you made that you had some shaky ground going on.
As far as the work is concerned, coming from OTR and running your clock a certain way and just running, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was hard for me to transition to a local position where you go pick up your load, you deliver multiple stops, you go back, pick up a load, deliver multiple stops. That was hard for me because at first I started with the overnight shift, and the stop and go was so tired. I was so tired. Like, I'm not used to the stop and go. I do better driving. When I'm sleepy, if I drive, I'll wake up. If I'm sleepy and I'm stopping and going, I want to stop and go to sleep. Like, I was taking lots of naps and it was just not working. So then, and then I didn't want to keep coming back to the terminal and getting another load to take out. I wanted to take the load from the terminal and be out my whole clock and then come back to the terminal and turn my truck in and go home. I didn't want to do the back and forth. And then the money was a thing too. Cause
now hold up right quick before you say something about the money, because when I was there, I let me see, I was there for a month, I think. Yeah, I said I was there for a month, and I did pretty good there. I did about 1,600 a paycheck. I mean,
you
yeah,
was going back towards the terminal, picking up the loads, right?
yeah. They'll give me one in the, they'll give me one in the morning, or they give me one in the morning, probably like a 3-stopper. I'll go ahead and knock that shit out. Come back to the terminal, pick up a 2-stopper or something like that to run out the rest of my clock, and then the last Walmart that I would get to, I would just post up there and go to sleep until they get me, had the load ready for me in the morning, and I was doing that.
If you do, like, there's money to be made there, right? You can make your money. You can make good money there. But like I said, I wanted one trailer and I want to be out. And then when I come back, I'm going home. I don't want to keep coming back to the terminal, picking up trailers, dropping. I didn't want to do all that, number one. And number two, I felt like getting paid per mile wasn't beneficial to me for the hours that I was putting in. You're only getting paid for the round trip. You're not getting paid for the time that you're looking for somebody to let you in, looking for somebody to unload the trailer. There's times I had to unload the trailer myself. I actually got the pallet, and the dock was open. They didn't have the lock on the door. The pallet jack was on. I was like, okay, I can't find nobody. I started unloading that shit. And I was like, I'm working too hard and I'm not getting paid enough.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Because when I was there, the only thing that I hated was the fact that I would get to the door, dock up, go and knock on the door, ring the doorbell. Knock on the door, ring the doorbell. There's nobody back there. None. You literally, like, if it's like a super Walmart or one of them strip mall, you had to walk all the way around to the front to find somebody and I agree with you, it was a fucking hassle, because I had to hey,
where's your manager? I don't know.
I'm the truck driver. I got your delivery in the back. Where's the manager? I don't know. They'll call the floor manager. Then that manager got to call this manager. And then this manager saw that manager. And I'm like, but that was my only problem, though. As far as unloading that shit, no, I ain't touched that.
Yeah, I would sit there and wait. They'll say, because there was times when I would get to a Walmart and they'll say, well, we're on break right now. And I'm like, okay. And because I'm Walmart, you have to unload me within 15 minutes?
Yeah, you're on a time schedule. You got more than one step to do.
Right. So there was one time where I had to literally wait. I called Walmart. I said, they got me waiting here talking about I got to wait until they come off lunch. She got on the phone and somebody came. And then there's another time where I was like, can you get your manager? They was like, yeah. And nobody came back there. And I'm just sitting there waiting. I was walking all over the store looking for the manager, couldn't find them. So then when people come, I would go to the back, people would come to the back. I'm like, I need the manager. I couldn't find anybody. And I'm at this point, I'm like, fuck this. I'm just going to do it myself. The dock is open. The door is open. I can actually, the pallet jack is ready to go. I'm going to do it myself because I was trying to hurry up and get done with it. And I just felt like I was just doing too much work for the 43 cents per mile that I was getting. I was getting 43 cents per mile. And a lot of the...
How much you was getting?
43 cents per mile.
Yo, they gave me about 51 cents a mile.
It's express though, like that was.
Maybe it's because I guess I was still considered OTR or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I was getting about 51 cents.
If you're OTR, you get a higher pay, and then like some of the OTR drivers will come and help out the distribution center or whatever.
Right.
So you have to change your pay for that. I did that at Martin, but I mean, if you come in as that is your job, that's your account, then that's the pay that I got.
Oh,
And
okay.
I just wasn't feeling it. I heard people. Mm-hmm.
Was you slip seating, or did they assign you a truck?
Slip seat. Slip seat.
So you was in a different truck every night, just about.
Yeah. But I was paid, right? Because I changed the shift to the day shift. And then things were getting better. I'm like, okay, I'm not as sleepy. Now I can start studying. I can have a set schedule. I can do what I got to do. I'm going to be at home. And they said that once I start studying and if I start classes, that they'll accommodate my schedule. I'm like, okay, cool. So I got my schedule. I brought it to them. I'm like, all right, here's the schedule. I'm working day shift. I get to study. Here's the schedule. He would not accommodate my schedule. And I'm like, you told me that you would accommodate my schedule. And he would not accommodate the fucking schedule. And I'm like, look, I am not your slave. I do not want to work here for the rest of my life. I am trying to get a legal degree. I need to study this so I can take this law school admissions test so I can go to law school. This is my plan. If everything would have worked out right, I would be going to law school this August coming up. And he would not accommodate my fucking schedule. And then I just got fed up with it. Like, I was like, I wasn't trying to take multiple loads going back and forth because I wanted to study, right? So my thing was, I was like, can I do like one long run? When I'm done with my run, I can go home and study. So that means I did my job, you got your loads out, and I can still study. And that's what I wanted. I was trying to have them to compromise with me, and they didn't want to. And they were really not pushing, like they were not giving me no type of cushion. They literally would give me loads where I had no choice but to run, and I had no study time. Literally, I was like coming back to the terminal with no time on my clock. After I told them that I wanted to study, I felt like they did that on purpose.
Now, this is your you was feeling some kind of way about the Walmart account and not US Express in general, right?
No, this is US Express driver manager or fleet manager or terminal manager. That's the person I had to talk to about it.
Oh, okay. And that's why you was feeling some kind of way about the company because of your experience with what, the fleet manager, terminal manager, something like that.
The fleet manager, some of the daytime fleet manager was a fucking I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, don't badmouth the company because you know the company that you work now, they don't want that.
The nighttime manager, I mean, we had all the freedom to do what we needed to and wanted to do, but I needed to do days because I was never at home. My kids was like, you might as well go back OTR. We never see you. You're never here. You just come home, you sleep all day, and then you go to work at night. You don't cook dinner. We don't see you. So that's why I switched to days.
Yeah. Kids came like that, man.
In the day shift, they weren't flexible with anything.
You should have told your kids, like, look, I had to go out there and make the money.
They wanted me to, they didn't understand, why did you come here? But then the money, right? So like, why did you come home to come to local position? And we're thinking that you're going to be around, but you're not around. And not even that you're not around, you don't have the same kind of money that you used to have. So now you're telling us not this paycheck, next paycheck, or I can't do it right now. I don't have the money right now. Like, what's the point of coming back home? And now that's the question.
All right, Father D, what's going on with you? Welcome to the show, Shape World. What's up? And Rashawn 229 says, I was 37 cents OTR. Yeah, those were the days, bro. Yeah, you need to hurry up and put your time in, my G.
Look, I started at night. The max that I was getting was 42 cents per mile because they had the slide scale.
Now I started when I came at US Express, I started at 37 cent OTR too, but I quickly got up to like 40 odd cents within maybe a month and a half of being there.
Variant now. Rashawn said variant now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the B Club.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Woo, those was the days. I'm just woo. What was your average paycheck looking like when you was at the Walmart?
About 800 a week.
Walmart. About eight. Ooh. What was your tax bracket? What was you taking? What was your take home after net?
I took like $130 something out of my check.
How much?
130 something, between 70 and 130 something. I don't know.
So we looking at
take home.
So we looking at 9 something, and then your take home was like 8.
Sometimes, yeah. That's average, and that's on the low end. Because average, it was between 6 and 8. Because I wasn't doing the multiple loads; I was just doing one load. So my round trip miles were probably like 400 to 600 miles. Well, probably 400 to 500 miles sometimes, or 200 to 300 miles mostly.
DollFace, you could have just went on ahead and worked at Walmart directly.
Right.
You could have worked at the store for that amount of money and been home every damn day. Jesus Christ. All right, so let's get into let's get into Variant, man, because you know you still driving the Walmart account. You're in the truck, and all of a sudden you feeling some kind of way, and you like, yo, this is it. I'm about to just step off the truck and be done with it. But then you came across Variant. How did that come? How did that come about?
Well, I was looking on US Express website for jobs that I can be home weekly. I didn't want to leave US Express because I didn't want to start the whole benefit thing all over again. You know how that goes. So I was like, well, I don't want to do local. I'll probably let me see if I can find an account where I'm at home every week, right? A weekly dedicated. And I couldn't find anything weekly dedicated, but I'm like, I really want to stay within this. Like, well, how do I do this? And I remember when I was at orientation, I saw Variant trucks. They didn't speak about Variant. Like, Variant wasn't even talked about. So I'm like, what was the gray trucks? And then I was like, oh, it was a Variant. So I called the recruiting number for Variant.
Okay.
To their website, and they told me that I had to speak to some type of liaison that switches you over from US Express to Variant. Because it's not like a transfer, because it's 2 different companies. So it's not like I could transfer. I literally have to get hired on to Variant. But there's a liaison that helps internal employees who work for US Express transfer or move over to Variant. So I couldn't find any. They had a hella good jobs and like guaranteed pay for US Express, but it was over the road. I didn't want to go over the road for a guaranteed pay of $1,000 a week or something like that, right? And I wanted to be at home every week. I wanted the option to stay out for at least 2 weeks, but I can come home. I mean, I wanted the option to be home every week, but I usually stay out for 2 weeks. So when I called them, they told me that I had to speak to the liaison, and I called him, and that was Variant. So I ended up talking to somebody, and he was explaining to me the difference between US Express and Variant. And he was telling me,
what are the difference that he told you between the two?
He said Variant is its own company. They operate separately than US Express. They just use US Express for the shop breakdown, like back office stuff, like not driver facing stuff, like, you know, the hard stuff that an owner operator would pay somebody else to do.
Okay.
And so, but I was like, okay, I don't understand still what's the difference. And he was like, well, I said, why should I come to Variant? Like, what makes you different? Like, I'm a driver, I need some money. What's going on? And he was like, well, how long have you been driving? How long have you had a CDL? I said, about 3 years. He said, okay. At that time, he said, I'll start at 58 cents per mile. I'm like, 58 cents? I'm making 43 right now. Okay. I'm here.
Hold on. He said 58 cents a mile. Was that with incentives, or is that 58 cents a mile in the door?
Cents per mile in the door.
In the door.
I'm listening. I'm like, I'm listening. You got my attention. And then he said, our home time policy is you can go home after 12 days, and every 6 days you get a day off. So after 12 days, you get 2 off. After 18 days, you get 3 days off. After 24 days, you get 4 days off. And anything over 28 days, you get 5 days or more off. I'm like, okay. Because usually I stay out anyway for 2 weeks. So, okay, that sounds good. And then he was telling us about the trucks and the APU and all that. Then he said that they promised 2,500 miles. You're going to get, because I was like, do you have a guaranteed pay? And they was like, we don't have a guaranteed pay, but we will guarantee you 2,500 miles. Promise you 2,500 miles. So I'm like, okay.
That's where the kicker, that's
Right.
where the kicker comes into play when the company be like, yeah, we you know, we'll start you off at 58 cents a mile, but
you gotta be good. You gotta have low.
The miles is not there. So we looking at them guaranteeing you 2,800 a week as far as miles go. You looking at a gross at about $1,600.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So I was like, okay, I could go home I have the option to go home every 2 weeks, and I can get every 6 days I get a day off, versus a regular OTR company, every 4 weeks every week that you drive, you get a day off. So every 7 days. So Varian was just like, we'll just take a day off. Every 6 days you get a day off, right? Which I was like, okay, cool. So what got me was the 58 cent per mile. That's what got me, and the home time got me. And they promised that I'll get home on time every time. Like every time I go home, I'm going to get home on time, and they can promise you that. Within as long as it's not like or something like that, super issues like that.
Have you been getting home? Have you been getting home on when you say that you wanted to be home?
Yeah, because our loads are generated through an optimizer, so it's all computer generated. So I don't have a manager.
Wait. You talking a little bit fast now. What the hell? Y'all don't have no dispatchers? Like y'all don't have a dispatcher to call you up and harass you and tell you when you need to get there and all like that? What is an optimizer? What is that?
So an optimizer is basically a system that Variant built. I actually did an interview with them today, and I got to post that later. But a system that Variant built that basically pulls the loads, and assigns you your load based on your hours of service, the area that you're in, and if you have any home time. So I guess basically you tell this application that when I submit my PTA, the application knows, okay, I am available and I have a full clock. I just did a 34-hour reset. I have a full clock, and it plans me on loads automatically based on my hours of service and my PTA. And
do it stack you, or is this or is this like it gives you the load?
It's going to continue. It runs. The computer thinks that we're going to run. This is the computer. The computer thinks that we're going to run 11 hours, take a 10-hour break, and then run 11 hours. 8 hours, 30-minute break, 2 hours, 3 hours, 10-hour break. That's how it's set up. So if I don't touch my PTA, if I always have a trailer, which I usually always do, it's just going to continuously just plan me on loads. It's just going to send you loads. The only way I can stop it from sending me loads is if I put a PTA in and say, I delivered at 5 p.m. I'm not going to be available until 9 p.m. So it won't plan me on the load. Or I won't be available till tomorrow morning. Then it won't plan me on the load until tomorrow morning. They eliminate planners.
So the optimizer is pretty much eliminating a dispatcher. Who do you guys call for if y'all have any issues or anything like that?
We call the ops specialist, OPS specialist. And I like to refer to them as like our assistant, because they don't call us. My first week on the truck, I'm used to hurrying up and having to wake up after my 10-hour break because I'm afraid a dispatcher's gonna call me. They don't fuck with us. Like, they don't call us. They don't know what's going on with us unless we call them. Like, they literally leave us to do what we need to do. So ops specialists, basically, we call them when we have a problem, and they're available to assist us 24/7 with anything that we need, whether it's day or night. If I need a hotel room at 3 o'clock in the morning because something broke down, they're able to give me a hotel room booked within 5 minutes. If I need a lumper, I got the lumper. If I need money in advance, whatever I need, they're available. I don't gotta wait until the next morning when they come in the office. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to wait until the travel department comes in because they're, they work 9 to 5. They're available 24/7 to assist us. And if need be, they can plan us on the load or fix the plan on the load, but they don't bother us. They don't call us and say, where are you at? What's your ETA? You need to get moving because you have to pick up this load. It's going to be late. They don't do none of that. And go ahead.
Now, DollFace, man, you going hard for this company, man. I mean, you going hard. I never seen you in this great of spirits about a company except for Night. But right.
This company's even Night.
I never seen you so like so bright-eyed and bushy-eyed. I mean, and bushy-tailed about a company, man. It's too good to be true, man. What? There's got to be something wrong here. There's got to be something wrong here. You got a lot of people that's coming. I got a lot of people that's saying that that you doing this just for your referral bonus and all like that. And this
I love when they say that. You want to know what I say to them? I'll give you my fucking referral bonus. I don't need to make no money off of you. I'll give you the referral bonus so I can prove to you just how bomb this company is. Call my bluff. I bet you my $2,000 referral bonus. Call my bluff.
2,000.
2,000.
2,000.
The first check a driver gets when they come into Variant, they get a $2,500 transition bonus. Okay. And they get $300 orientation, which is paid that first Friday after they deliver their first load. No, that's paid on their first check. That's paid on their.
Wait. What about the $2,000? When do I get that? In
I
3
get my
years?
$2,000 after they deliver their first load.
Wait, hold up. Wait, stop. I came on the U.S. Express back in 2015, and they gave me at that time it wasn't a sign-on bonus. It was the reimbursement. It was the reimbursement of $5. I forgot how much it was, but they was nickel and diming me. I mean, I was getting like $115 every month. Some companies will tell you'll get like $500 here, and then after 6 months you get another $500, and after a year you get to $1,000. They split it. So right here at Variant, you mean to tell me that when you came on back in the back when you started, you got your $2,000 right out of the gate from your.
I did because I didn't. They didn't offer the transition bonus when I came in.
Okay, but so for outside drivers that's coming into Variant, they get the $2,000.
They get $2,500, not $2,000.
Oh, they get $2,500. Okay, so is that paid out?
Their first check.
The first check.
So the first check is guaranteed to be $2,800.
So the first check, I'm getting my sign or my transition bonus, and I'm getting my orientation for the 3 or 4 days that I'm there. So I'm getting $2,800. I'm getting $2,800 right out of the gate.
Yes, and if you drive, because usually if you start orientation on Monday, you're done with it by Wednesday if everything is smooth with your background and stuff and drug test. So if you get in your truck Wednesday, you'll probably get a load going out Thursday morning. You have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to drive. If everything is perfect in the perfect world, Tuesday night, the pay period ends. So you get those miles too. Your paycheck is cut and Friday you get paid.
So that first paycheck, I'm looking at a sweet ass paycheck.
Hell
on the first Friday.
Yes.
You come on now.
Guarantee you're gonna get at least $2,800.
Come on now. You come on now. This is just too good to be true. I see you, Rashawn 229. He says
So
after he says after the first load it's 2K, but now he says it's 2,500. So
after the first load, we get 2,000. After the first load, I'm an ambassador, right? So if I recruit somebody,
hold on, DollFace, hold up, right quick. I was saying, you know, I was saying, I see you, Rashawn. I see you, Rashawn. You co-signing, so I got you, bruh. All right, so DollFace, all right, so you just got with this company. You only been with this company for a little bit. What made you start start talking about the company more? Because remember, I told you, like, back in the day, you know, what happened to you at Martin and all like that. You got all these people that's coming in after you. They want to know who you work for and who you drive for and all like that, this, that, and the third. And I was the one that told you, I was like, look, DollFace, don't tell nobody where you're working at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody where you're working at, you know, because it don't make, you know, you got people that's trying to, you know, they don't want to see, they want to see you fail. You know what I'm saying? But you get with Variant. All of a sudden, I see a video like, yo, y'all, Variant is the shit. That's where I work at. I'm like, wait, what you doing? Then all of a sudden, you started talking more and more and more about the company, and I'm like, hold up, I did a make the call video with Variant, and I'm like, I like what they had to say about the company, but you over here like, yo, bring your asses over here to Variant. I'm telling you. And then that's when you start getting a whole bunch of comments talking about, oh man, you're just doing this shit for the referral bonus. But when did you start feeling Variant the way you feel for it now? When did you start feeling that?
My paycheck. But okay, let me tell you this. I made that video before I became an ambassador. Before I knew anything about a referral bonus, I made that video because I saw my first paycheck. When I left that terminal and I went on my first load, it was one load from Dallas to California. My paycheck was probably about $1,600. I didn't get a transition bonus, no bonuses. But when I picked up that, when I got my truck, I had to go to the terminal and drop off my day cab. I had to go to Oklahoma to pick up my truck. I had to come back to the terminal to get my truck detailed because it smelled like cat. I had, they paid me all those miles. They gave me an extra $300 just for the inconvenience of having to come back to the terminal and get it detailed. They put me in whatever hotel I wanted to be put in. They paid for my food. So they gave me the money to buy food. And then they said, send this receipt to OPS, our assistants basically, and they'll reimburse me. So they gave me an advance. I bought the food and they reimbursed me. So it didn't come out of my check. Then that was the week that we had that big old snowstorm or whatever, right? I didn't know how to work my APU. So I had to put the truck in the shop because I didn't know how to work. It was user error. They paid me $300 so I can, and put me in a hotel room, and my truck was in the shop. Then I got my truck out the shop. I'm like, I got the load to California. I didn't want to miss that load because I'm used to planners. And if you're not available to take a load, they'll take you off of it, right? My truck was in the shop when I got that load. I was in the hotel room. I saw my phone. I was like, oh, California? Hell yeah, I want that. So I was like, take my truck out the shop. I'm on my way to pick it up. I don't care about the APU. I'll freeze to death. I want to go to California with those miles. So I took my truck out the shop, and I didn't know how to work the APU. So they said, you can get in a red truck until your APU is fixed, or you can go, but we'll pay for your a heater. I was like, I need a heater. I'm gonna need some blankets. I'm gonna need some warm clothes because I didn't expect it to be a whole fucking blizzard out here. They bought me a heater. They bought me clothes. They bought me blankets so I could be comfortable and warm. Then I got snowed in Odessa, Texas. They paid me $100 a day, I think, which is changing today. I talked to Cameron, it's going to $200 a day for layover and breakdown and all that. But they paid me for that. And then I have got my chains to put in the truck, but I didn't realize I had strained a muscle in my back. So like 3 days later, I couldn't fucking move. This is before I got paid my paycheck for Variant, right? I didn't have any money to get medication. They said, "Oh, I got you. We'll get you some medication." They sent me some money so I can go buy medication. They made sure I was taking care of everything that I needed. They made sure I was taken care of. Like I had no problems with anything that I need. I could literally tell them and they'll pay for it, and I send them the receipt and they'll reimburse me, which means it's not going to come out of my check because they advanced that money to me. So I was like, okay, I'm feeling them so far. Let's see what my check looked like. When I got that first check for one load, $1,600, I was like, fuck yeah, Variant. Y'all want to come to Variant. They treat you right and you're getting good money. That's when I was making 56 cents per mile, right? Then I was like, I can be an ambassador. What does an ambassador do? I could do it. I can be an ambassador. Then they told me about the ambassador program. The ambassador program, you get $2,000 as a bonus for every driver that you bring in. If they have 12 plus months experience, you get 1 cent per mile for every mile that they drive. If they have 24 plus months experience, you get 2 cents per mile for every mile that they drive. And they said the best way to get the information about a company out to drivers is better coming from a driver, not from a recruiter. And they said, we don't want you to go out here and try to recruit drivers and do all this whole magnificent thing. We want you to just share your experience. How was your experience when you first came to Variant? How is your experience now? How do you feel about the company? How does it make you feel? And just be honest about the company. And when people feel your passion and feel how real you are about it, then they'll want to come and they'll experience it for themselves. So I did the whole program, and I'll go ahead. I got more, but go ahead.
I didn't mean to stop you. I didn't mean to stop you, but the company, the company as a whole, what for new drivers that's coming in, what's the experience that they need to come in?
They need to have at least a year experience. They have to have a clean driving record. They cannot have more than, I'll have to look at my email, but you can't have more than a certain amount of jobs because they don't want people that, bonus hopping. That's a term I just learned about. They go to a company for the bonus and then they leave. So if you have too many jobs within a certain time frame, they won't hire you. That's basically it. There's people who got denied. Huh?
What about benefits? What's the benefit?
401k, vision, dental, medical. So medical is Blue Cross Blue Shield. Vision is through Blue Cross Blue Shield. Dental is through all the dental providers that normally the trucking companies use. We have the 401k. We have the employee stock purchase program. We have driver legal. It's a couple other things I can't think of right now.
All right. So look.
30 days.
I understand Variant is supposed to be its own entity and everything. What's going on, TL? D Nitty, what's going on, bro? He said, "What's good, brother? Hey, DollFace, it's been a while. Hope all is well." Shiny D, what's going on, late? I hope you're a lady, but Shiny D, she says, "I was told the same thing from a recruiter there." T Hill is in the building. Rashawn said they will do that. When I was sick, they made sure I was good. Okay. And T Hill says, does Variant has owner operators?
Because Variant is only 2 years old. They just celebrated their 2-year anniversary. So they're saying they're trying to get the solo driver thing down packed first and master that and get that before they start adding other things into it. If they did, I probably would do it. I'd probably actually be an owner operator for Variant. And I don't own operator shit, but I think I would.
So, look, man, as I was saying, Shiny D, I am a lady. Okay, awesome. All right. So look, DollFace. This is still U.S. Express.
No, it's not.
I mean, y'all. So what is it? A sister company, a subsidiary? I'm curious to know, because you said you did an interview with the president. He's not the owner, he's the president.
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to know somebody. This had to be a U.S. Express brainchild, though. Right?
I look at it like this, because I don't know how to explain it any other way than using my own examples. Yeah. I own a truck company, right? And my daughter comes to me and says, I want to own a truck company too, but I don't want to be a part of your truck. Like, I don't want to have a branch, a little baby DollFace trucking, right? I want my own. So I'm like, all right, daughter, I will give you the money to do your own trucking company, and that's your baby. But to save you money so you could do well, it's going to be hard to get a new DOT number, right? You got a lot of shit and all of that. You can use my DOT number. You can use my shop. You can use my office staff and support. Oh, not office staff, but like my HR and the safety department and all that. And then you just focus on being great. That's you, right? And that's how I would describe the relationship between U.S. Express and Variant. Variant U.S. Express only has 25% in initial startup in Variant at initial startup, 25% invested. So Variant, U.S. Express does all the back office stuff. Like I said, we use their shops, we use their loads. They have the buying power. They buy our trucks. Like, they're basically investors of Variant. They have all the stuff that we don't want to pay for right now. If we can get it for free, then we can put all that money into our driver's pocket, which they gave us since I've been here. 3.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. What is the point? I'm a new driver. I got my year in. I'm ready to move to a new trucking company and all like that. And then, of course, the choice is out there: U.S. Express, Snyder, Knight, and here comes Variant. Like, and what is the point of me even saying giving U.S. Express a look, and I could just come over to Variant? Now, with that question said, is there any more strict criteria that Variant use to bring drivers in?
It's mostly your driving record, because Variant advertises that we are the elite fleet. We're elite professional drivers. So you want to hold that title proudly, right? You want to make sure you have a good safety record. You want to make sure you drive your miles. You're not going to be baby. We don't want to babysit you. We want you to be a driver, professional.
We don't want to micromanage. Right. We don't want to be micromanaged. Right.
We want you to be able to do what you need to do, and you have to have a good safety record, basically, right? You can't have 1,000 jobs in a 3 or 5 year period. You have to be a good driver, and that's as strict as I think that it would be. U.S. Express, for example, U.S. Express, right? If you go out of route, your out of route miles, they take it out of your paycheck, right? With U.S. Express, you have to follow the route solution. You have to follow the fuel solution, and you cannot go out of route miles. And if you go out of route, then they will take it out of your check. With Variant, we can choose our own route. If we go over 200 miles out of route, all we have to do is call OPS and let them know that we're going out of route to over 200 miles. With U.S. Express, you can't stop at home during a route. You're not allowed to stop at home. We can route ourselves through home if we want to, if it's going along the route or whatever the case may be. We don't have to use any fuel solution. We can stop at any fuel solution that we want to. We can start and stop when we want to, as long as we make our appointments on time. Like, you don't have the fleet managers calling, you don't have planners calling. Like, we don't even answer to U.S. Express. Their rules don't even apply to us. Safety, yeah. Safety rules apply to us, like HR and benefits type stuff apply to us, but we run our own thing over here. Like, for example, I had a load where I was detained, and I think the detention for like 12 hours or more, or 24 hours or something like that was like $150. I was like, I've been sitting here and I'm not feeling it. Like, I feel like I had to come and wait for them to load me. They didn't load me. So I left the trailer here. I went and shut down, and I came back to get the load, and it's still not ready. They was like, okay, we'll give you an additional $300. US Express ain't gonna fucking do that shit. They're not gonna do that. Right? It's stuff like that. Like, they value the driver. The US Express Variant's number one driver, or number one customer, is their drivers. That's the number one customer, not the shipper, not the receiver. It's the driver. They pay us what we're worth. And that's why I go so hard for me personally, I go hard for the company. They actually care. For me to come off of home, come from local, away from my children, and go back over the road, you gotta be good. And you better take care of it.
Damn it, man. J Mo, what's going on, man? He says, what's up, Lockout? Glad to see you feeling better. Hello, Miss DollFace. Glad to see you're happy with your variant, doing your thing. Marco, what's going on, bro? He said he's been a DollFace subscriber for over a year. I'm so happy to see her finally happy. I know she's been through a rocky path, and now her time to have a little relief in her life. Thanks, Lockout, man. Yeah, you know what? I'll touch a little bit on that. You have went through some issues in your personal life. I think your vehicle broke down on you. You had some issues involving family and all sorts of things. And it's good to see you back in good spirits. The past videos that you made in the past, because you came on kind of sulky, kind of down and all like that, but then you get with Variant and it's like you just been on a natural high.
Because I'm getting good money. I'm getting paid good money. My checks are between $1,500 and $1,800 a week. And that's not recruiting. That's not bonuses or mileages from my drivers. That's my miles that I run. And I like the fact that, for example, if I go home on home time and it's going to take longer, like if I say I'm going to be home for 3 days and I need 1 or 2 more days, I don't even have to call nobody. Nobody's calling me. All I got to do is set my PTA. All I have to do is set the PTA. Nobody's going to call me like, you were supposed to be off of home time. You have a load. What's going on? Nobody's going to do that. And I like the fact that I can breathe. I can just breathe and drive, and I'm making money, and I can actually plan for things. I can plan to pay my bills. I can plan to put money in savings. I can plan to invest money. I'm planning to pay my car off early because I'm making enough money. I know what my check is. I'm not going to make nothing less than $1,400 ever, unless I really just drive.
Damn it, man.
That's not going to happen because if I don't drive, like for example, I've been off for the past 5 days. My truck was in the shop because of the APU for 2 days. And then I got here to Atlanta. I've been here for 3 days. I'm getting paid $300 a day to be here. Or I'm assuming. He said I'm getting paid a day's wage that I would get paid if I was driving. So now
that's where the home office is at, is in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah, the headquarters are in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right.
There's a situation. I'm going to tell y'all something real quick. My daughter had a situation. I was in San Antonio and she had a situation. I had just started I was like 2 hours into my 10-hour break, and it was an emergency and I had to get home to Houston. And my daughter, the reason why I had to go home to Houston is because of the situation, but more so I needed to take my truck because we couldn't stay at home. We were in fear for our life and we couldn't be at home. So do you know, Variant said that I can drive in violation. When I get to Houston, they'll fix my clock. And then they got us a hotel room for as long as I needed so we could be safe. I don't know a company that would do that.
I don't know what company that'll do that too. And I was about to ask you about your use of hours of service. Are you able to go on PC? Like if you need to leave, get kicked off the property, go get something to eat or something like that.
Well,
Are you able to use PC?
When I first
Because
started,
you also didn't.
Yeah, we have PC. When I first started, they had the regular PC, like normal PC, but drivers were taking advantage of it. So then they changed it to if you were detained at a customer or shipper for more than 2 hours and you don't have any time on your clock, then you could PC to a safe haven. So one of the meetings that I had with the president is that's bullshit. If we're trained to run our clock, to maximize as many miles as we could possibly get. So you mean to tell me when I deliver my load, if I have no time on my clock, I wasn't detained at no shipper or receiver, I can't PC? So we can PC if we're on a 34-hour reset, but we don't have to PC because they will send us a lift to wherever we need to go. They'll pay for it. We need to run errands, they'll pay for a lift to let us run errands. So we don't necessarily have to PC, but if we want to, then we just have to call and have them activated because drivers were taking advantage of it.
Yes. 229 says they also let you leave the house late if you was late getting home because of them. D Nitty says DollFace is glowing. he said you glowing. He said you got that Rick James glow going on right now. Strictly Business want to know. He said, do they do regional runs?
Get out of my face, Bear. Most of our loads are east of I-35, but we're all 48. I could say it could be regional. Look, this is what you do. Since we have an optimizer, get out my face. Since we have an optimizer, if you're in a region, right, and you put your home time in for every 2 weeks, the optimizer is going to keep you in that region. When I come back from home time, though, I'm going to stay out for 6 weeks. So the optimizer is going to have me go all everywhere. But if you want to stay in a certain region, just put your home time in so you can stay in close to that area, close to your home. It's ways you could touch the optimizer. So we didn't have plans.
So before we get on up out of here, and I do appreciate you coming on and chopping it up with me as always, DollFace. You are in Atlanta. What is it? Atlanta, Georgia, or where's the company?
I'm going to show you guys something. This is the hotel room that they gave us. I don't know if I can switch the camera around.
Well, just turn the phone around. You don't have to try to switch your camera around.
Okay, so I got to give you a tour real quick. So this is the kitchen. You walk in the door.
I'm in the truck.
We had a party. And then you go through.
This is the hotel, right?
Yes, this is the hotel that we're in tonight.
Man, it's like a fucking like an Airbnb.
I'm on the 14th floor. I don't know if you can see that. I can show you in the balcony though, because we have a balcony. So it's a 2-bedroom.
Wait, this a hotel?
Yeah. Oh, go back. This is the 2nd bedroom. And that's the view that we have.
This is like a motherfucking Airbnb. God damn it, man.
Right? And then this is the bathroom. It has a washer and dryer, ironing board. You see that? And then my room is kind of dirty. This is my room.
Man, this is like a regular apartment. This ain't no hotel, DollFace.
Now, before I came to Atlanta,
they doing it big for you guys, man. Damn.
Before I came to Atlanta, they had us in the When I had put my truck in the shop, they put us in the Comfort Inn suites.
Yeah, I'm like what Shiny D says. What hotel is that?
This is the Georgian Terrace.
Georgian. I can assume that's some cheese right there. That got to be at least a couple of $100 a night right there.
Okay, look though, right? Every time you go to the terminal in Tunnel Hill, when you go to the terminal in Tunnel Hill, you go in and talk to OPS. They'll treat you for lunch. Every time you go to the terminal.
Wait. So wait, the terminal over in Tunnel Hill is a variant terminal.
It's a U.S. Express terminal, but we have a variant because we use their terminals and stuff. But we have office, like our variant is the majority of it, and then U.S. Express has like a corner.
Yeah, that's where I got let go. I got let go at Tunnel Hill. So yeah, not a fan.
When you walk in, you see all variant. It's variance orientation. It's not U.S. Express's orientation. We only do orientation at Tunnel Hill, I think Ellenwood, and I think Irving. But Tunnel Hill is like the flagship. It's all variant orientation. It's not Tunnel Hill. I mean, it's not U.S. Express. So is
that one dude that does the tests? Is he still? I forgot his damn name. He was like a cocky motherfucker. I couldn't stand him.
The people who are variant, like who work for variant, either were hired to variant or were brought over from U.S. Express. Like we take their drivers and we take their office staff because they like variant better. Like variant is better. They get treated better at variant.
Man, so what? Before we get on up out of here, DollFace, again, thank you very much for coming in. I really do appreciate it. What do you want the people to leave with about variant?
We're a family. They treat you like a family, and they're big on family. Whatever you need or want. If it's something that's competitive, like if somebody says, well, this company is doing this, I bet you variant will try to one-up them, right? They want to be the best, and they want drivers to be treated fairly. Like that's all they care about. They want the drivers to be treated fairly. If you want to be treated good, if you want to be treated with your worth, then you need to come to variant. That's all they care about is their drivers.
All right. Somebody in my
take that off because you want to apply to variant.
Okay. My bad.
The video. I have a video that talks about variant. I'll tell you which video it is right now. It talks about variant and it answers all the questions that you might have about variant. I did an interview, and there you.
That's what I was about to ask you. How did the interview, without going into too much detail, because I know you're going to post it on your site. How did the interview go, and give us some cliff notes on what y'all talked about?
We're doing driver one-on-ones. So every, I want to say month, they're going to pull in 10 drivers to meet with the president and tell the president what they want or need or what they can do better. For example, this is happening, and I could tell you this. Currently, our trucks idle if it's under 34 degrees or over 102 degrees. When he found that out, he was like, what the fuck? He said just like that, what the fuck? You can die. Tell me that's not true. His right-hand man, he's like, tell me that's not true. Go to live from Variant OPS. That's the video, live from Variant OPS. He was like, fuck no. He was like, that has to change. We want it down to 75. Trucks will be idling after 75 degrees. So the meeting went great. He was happy to meet me. I guess people have been telling him about me and about what I'm trying to do. And I'm implementing a program that he's going to let me implement and run. I asked him about the She Trucking Expo that they're doing in Chattanooga. And he actually was like in love with it, and he's letting us lead that. he got the biggest sponsorship package. So we're gonna have our name on the stage and like the whole shebang.
Okay, congratulations, Sister Ray and Trucking. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, bomb drop for that. My Facebook, someone in my Facebook says that they just got their CDL yesterday. No experience. What's a good company to start with?
You already know the answer to that.
I'm going to say U.S. Express, and then migrate.
U.S. doesn't take students anymore. They don't take students anymore. U.S. Express.
Whoa! Hold up! Pump the brakes! Hold up! Wait! U.S. Express don't take students no more?
This is what I heard through the grapevine. I heard because their CSA score is through the fucking roof.
Of course.
So I think you have to have, I don't know if it's 6 months or a year. I think it's 6 months, but you cannot be fresh out of school. I think it's 3 months. Maybe.
But don't U.S. Express still have their own schooling for CDL? I mean, for people that don't have CDLs, don't they still offer school for that?
I think they got rid of that. I don't know because I don't work for them. I don't know nothing about U.S. Express.
I got to do, you know what? I got to do an update, make the call to U.S. Express. This is some breaking news right here that U.S. Express don't bring in no more students. Okay. Julio, what's going on? He said, hey, Dow, I have a question for you. What's the average miles per trip? We just covered that. Go ahead.
It's per trip. Well, it's an optimizer. Our routes are routed through an optimizer. So it basically depends on your hours of service and the area that you're in. You can get a load for 600 miles. You can get a load for 1,200 miles. It just depends on what your clock looks like and where you're at.
All right, Julio, he says
2,500 miles a week.
Julio came back and says, I mean, most of the trips, how much miles? Short trips or long trips, and why?
It's a mixture. It's a mixture of trips, short and long, and it's because of your hours of service. And your home time. So, for example, if I'm going home every 2 weeks, the optimizer is probably going to keep me in the east of the 35, probably as far out as Pennsylvania and Ohio and Georgia or Alabama, but it's going to keep me around the area. Stop, Bear. Stop. So those are going to be what 600 to 800 mile loads, maybe, because I'm going home every 2 weeks. But if I open up and say I'm going to go home every 6 weeks, then I'll probably be getting loads going to California and all over the United States. And then it depends on my hours of service and my 70-hour clock. If I only have 40 hours on my 70, it's going to, and I have a home time coming up or not, it'll route me according to that, and it'll route me according to my recap if I'm going to take a recap, which is going to assume you're taking if you don't have home time set. So it's all computer generated.
Okay. Someone in my Facebook group said, thank you. You're welcome. Johnny on the flip side just stepped up in the building. He says, hello, DollFace and my G. Look, man, I know that you're not driving for U.S. Express, but let me ask you this question. When you came into U.S. Express to do the Walmart account, did they offer you did they offer you a sign-on bonus?
No. No sign-on bonus for U.S. Express.
All right. So before you got with U.S. Express, you stepped off the truck for a little bit. The last company prior to that was what, USA Truck?
Yeah.
Now, was you a company driver with them, or was you leasing with them?
I was never ever leasing with any company. I was always a company driver.
Okay. Now, as far as USA Truck, because I think I made a call to them, but now that I know somebody that actually drove for them, how long have you drove for them, and what was the reason why you left them?
I drove for them, I think 6 months, and I left because there was a local position available at U.S. Express. And my weekly average about $1,200 a week.
So that if that local wasn't available, you would have stayed with USA Truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
found
Well, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, everybody. This is DollFace Trucker. She came on to talk about variant. If you guys are interested in variant, you can go to drivevariant.com. No.
Don't go to
Okay.
drivevariant.com. I'm going to send you the link that they can click to apply and be on part of my squad, on my fleet. It's called the Money. That's the name.
Okay. Well, she's going to. So if you guys are interested, make sure you click on the link. It will be in the description when she sent it to me, and click on the link and jump on Team DollFace.
Yes, it's called the Money Squad. And I forgot to tell you guys. Hold on. So Variant offers, incentives and stuff, right? So what they're offering right now for all the ambassadors.
Hold up, right quick, DollFace. Being that I'm looking at it from the background, I can't see your name, but it says Facebook user, so I know you're in my Facebook. Don't do nothing yet until I put the link in the description when we finish up the video. So when I put the link in the description, then click on it and then apply. Go ahead, Doll.
Or you can go to my YouTube channel and I have them under any link that has anything to do with Variant. But what they're doing right now for all the ambassadors is they're treating all the ambassadors to a 5-day, 4-night stay in Cancun, all inclusive. We get to bring a +1. We get an excursion, which is basically zip lining or swimming with dolphins, things like that. And
hold up, DollFace. Can I be that +1? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
And they're giving us PTO for that 5-day, 4-night trip. So I'm telling and so what happens is if I get 3 drivers, I get the trip. If I get 4 drivers signed on, I get the trip with the airfare included. If I get 5 drivers, I get the trip with the airfare included, and I get an upgraded suite, which is a swim up suite. And if I get 6 drivers, I get all of that plus the presidential suite. And I'm telling you guys,
where you at on that?
I have 2 drivers, and I have 2 in orientation, I think.
All right, she only needs 4 more drivers, guys.
But what I'm offering anybody who's interested to come to Variant. If you apply under my link, you'll get $250 of free swag at the company store, and I will give you $750 if you mention Lockoutmen Podcast. If you don't mention Lockoutmen Podcast, you're not going to get that $750. That will be paid after you deliver the first load.
Hey, L.O.M community, the members that my members, Johnny on the flip side. I know Shawnee D is not a member, but she's part of my community. Hey, D Nitty, man, yo, let's share this, man. Share this video. T Hill, share the video, man. Hold on, Shape World D, yo, share the video.
I'm giving $750 to 2 types of people. If you bring somebody over if you know somebody who wants to come over Variant and they apply and they get hired, I'll give you $750 and I'll give them $750. Or if you're a driver and you want to come over to Variant, click my link and apply, and I'll give you $750.
Come on, $750, man. Come on now.
So that's what I know that you will totally.
Where have you guys heard a driver offering $750? This is a driver, not the company. The driver, like, yo, I'll give you $50 if you use me as a reference.
That's how much now have in his company.
Julio, he says, "Hey, DollFace, can you make a video showing us how to auto generate system for Lowe's work? If you already have one, let me know where to find it." It's
not a video that I can necessarily do. Really, It's kind of like what you already know happens, right? Whenever you do a load, and you deliver your load, you already have a pre-plan stacked on it, and you go to that pre-plan. That's basically what it is, but it's just taking out the human element. It's just all robotic. It's all computer generated. So basically you put your empty call in like you normally do at any other company, and then another load is onto you. Another load is put on, and then you deliver that load, and then another load is on there. And the only way you stop it is if you enter your PTA, which you do at other companies too. They tell you enter macros, whatever, and put in your PTA. So there's not really a video that I can do on it because it's behind the scenes. Like you don't see it. It just happens. It's just automatically generated. So there's not necessarily, you already know it happens. Like, for example, night transportation, they have planners that plan you on loads. Instead of the planner here at Variant, it's just the computer that's planning me on loads.
That's what's up. The local guy just stepped up in the building. What's up, bro? How you feel? All right. So before you go, let everybody know where they can find you on your social media, and I will pop that up on the screen while you got me at DollFace. Hey, I love that banner. I love the banner. You did this?
Yes, I did.
I love that banner, man. That banner is sweet. All right, go ahead. Let everybody know where to find you at.
YouTube.com/DollFace Trucker. The name of the channel is DollFace Nation, as you see. I have Instagram, Queen Jojan, and I have Snapchat, DollFace Trucker, and I have Facebook, and it's DollFace Trucker, or my personal is Jojan Harris. And that's
all right. That's what's up. That is what's up, man. Do you have TikTok?
I do, actually. DollFace Trucker.
I fucking hate TikTok.
I love TikTok. I get all of my
for females, females love TikTok.
I get all my recipes off of TikTok. They got some good shit on there. Or places to go to eat. Like I learned some new places in Houston to go eat. Oh my God, I love TikTok.
Johnny on the flip side says, does Variant hire? He said, does Variant hires out of California?
Yep. They hire out of almost all of the states. I could tell you right now which states they hire out of.
The terminal down in California, is it still down there? What is it? It starts with it. Yeah. Fontana. Is that still there?
Yeah. They hire out of Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Connecticut, DC, GA, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, LA, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada. It's a lot of them. They all
Ohio.
Yep.
Ohio. Springfield, Ohio. It gotta be Springfield, Ohio, because that's the only U.S. Express terminal in Ohio.
Well, they hire out of all of those states. It's just your orientation is going to be in Georgia or maybe Texas.
Okay, that's what's up. Johnny on the flip side says, haven't seen a truck in Northern California though.
Yeah, we didn't get too much freight out there, which is good. I don't like Northern California. And they got brand new 2022s, Cascadias, Freightliner Cascadias, and Kenworths with APUs, refrigerators, and
speaking of the equipment, what's the truck outfitted with? Because when I talked to them, they was like, "Yeah, our trucks is top of the line, this, that, and the third." What all in the refrigerators? Tell us what's all in the truck when you get in it.
You got the refrigerator, TV mount, APU, inverter.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what's up. All right, guys. So again, shout out to DollFace Trucker for coming on and talking about Variant. If you guys are interested, make sure y'all click that link once I put it in the description. Click that link, fill out the application, jump on, get that $750 and be rolling with a company.
You have to mention Lockoutmen to get that $750.
Oh yeah. You gotta mention me. Thank you, DollFace Trucker. I appreciate that. Hey, can you hook me up with some coffee for promoting? You know what I'm saying? I'll send you my my cash app. You know, give me a cup of coffee because I'm thirsty right now. Anyway, Variant, guys. There you have it, man. I mean, you know, coming from the lady truck driver herself. She I mean, if she didn't like the company, she wouldn't be going this hard for this company. So, you know, Variant might be the company for you. You know, go and check them out. Thanks to everybody that came up in the building. Let me see. My Facebook person says, "Good thing I'm in Pasadena, Palestine, Texas." You know, I just came from Texas.
Palestine, Texas.
I'm not in Louisiana. I'm in Mississippi right now. Back up the way. D Nitty says promo code lockout. Yes. Again, if you guys like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell and that all button. I am on the way to 100 likes. Tell me that you guys like this episode. Come on now. Tell me you guys like
if you start at Variant and you like it, go back and like it again.
That's what I'm saying. Replay game. Like this episode, man, because DollFace came up and lit it up for Variant. I mean, I haven't seen the glow out of this young lady for a while until she got with this company. So if she's co-signing it, then it gotta be something good. So DollFace, thank you very much. Julio, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. He said thank you to answer my questions, Dow. I really do appreciate it. D Nitty says use promo code Lockoutmen. You got this.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. DollFace.
One more thing. If y'all come in and become ambassadors, then we can all go to Cancun together. Be up in that presidential suite, turning it up. So yeah, come on, man, let's go.
I mean, just seeing the hotel that this young lady is in, it's like, wow. I mean, all the companies I drove for, you know, I've been in pieces of shit. I mean, look at the hotel. She is in an apartment at Airbnb right now from Variant. So
it's not an Airbnb,
but when is you going to put the video up that you talked to the president?
I got to do a part 2, and I'm coming back in July, so I got to do the part 2. Then
all right. So a couple of days being at the terminal, you about to go back. Is this the last day that you're going to be there, or are you going there tomorrow? Or
going back to Jacksonville in the morning, checking out. And they gave us free AirPod Pros today.
Y'all so lucky.
I just love this company. It blows my mind. It's just crazy. Yeah, but I'm going back tomorrow and back to reality.
So before we get up out of here, Variant does not have nothing to do with U.S. Express. Neither it has nothing to do with Mississippi Transportation as well, right? Because Mississippi Transportation is a sister company.
I've never even heard of Mississippi Transportation. Oh, Total?
Or Total Transportation of Mississippi.
I see them at the terminals or whatever, but everything is separate. Like they run their own business. They just use U.S. Express for what they need. Like an owner operator uses the company they're leased on for what they need. The only difference is they have dispatch and fleet managers. We don't.
Exactly.
We run our own shit over here and get paid more than U.S. Express.
All right, everybody. Once again, make sure you click on that link if you're interested in Variant. DollFace will give you $750 if you use promo code Lockoutmen. And if everything goes good, you might be out there chilling with DollFace and Cancun. All right. That's what's up. You guys take it easy. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. And I will come back at you guys with another one. Say good night, DollFace.
Bye. Good night.
This your year, get it in. Yeah. Party over here, get it in. Yeah. She like a liquor clear, get it in. Yeah. She get it from a deal, get it in. Yeah. Make it disappear, get it in. Yeah. Park it in the rear, get it in. Yeah. Now make it reappear, get it in. Yeah. Freaky with no fear, get it in. Yeah. Pop it in the clutch, girl, get it in gear. Jump on it, double dutch, girl, get it in gear. Drop it, double clutch, girl, get it in gear. Pump it up, butt lift. Now down.